What up? What up? To another edition of Honest Assholes. What it do? What it do? Season 4. Throw it up. Fourth floor. You already know what it is. We in the building. We got the originators, the original Honest Asshole squad tonight. You feel me? To the left, my bro, Mr. D-Nut, aka Mr. Controversial, and I love it. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna say. Welcome back, my brother. So you got the bottle ready for that in-house. You feel me?
It be like that sometimes. You know what I mean?
Hey, it's all to the good.
And I don't mind being controversial.
And I love it because I'm gonna pour some too. You feel me? Pour some for my girl Juicy. What's up, girl?
Hey, y'all.
Big up to all my haters.
Hey,
hey, you know what's crazy? This is the original part of the original squad. That's crazy.
You've been holding it down. You've been coming through. So big ups to you. Thanks for coming through. Sorry that you're not here amongst the rest of us, but we're still the Avengers. We holding it down. You feel me?
It ain't my fault, but okay.
It's all good. It's all good. Last but certainly not least, we got, she go by many names. You know what I'm saying? She could go by, Queen D-Nut. You know what I'm saying? Queen La, you know what I'm saying? But tonight, we just going to call her La. Miss Hamilton, what's up, girl?
Did this
Lady D-Nut. Hey, I'm saying, look, we honest assholes, man. So you know I have to talk my shit, man. I love these people. I love them, man. You feel me? Y'all, man. Exactly, man. That's all it is, man. It's the love and the energy. Feel me?
Hey, shout out Big Mike. Shout out Eugene. You know what I'm saying?
The rest of the team. Shout out to my Ghost. Free my nigga Ghost.
Hey, free the real.
Free my boy Gross, man. You feel me?
Righteous.
And so tonight, y'all, we're gonna have some fun because this topic, first and foremost, this topic I gotta give all praise to bro. Right here, he came up with that. You know what I'm saying? Like this man, he comes up with a lot of dope material and I've run with it, and a lot of those like episodes that you came up with as far as the title, it actually goes up. So I think tonight is gonna really go up, and I'll salute you for that title, my brother.
Righteous.
Now, Miss Juicy, remember last week you gave me them big ups about how I was doing good on the notes?
Yes. Oh, you coming with it tonight, huh? Okay. I was very impressed.
Hey, but look, it just shows you how passionate I am about this shit because I'm gonna keep it 100. I wasn't prepared to shoot this episode tonight. Shout out to my brody, J-Rock.
What up, bro?
You know what I'm saying? That's another powerful episode that's coming. But I was like, damn, okay, bro's home. Let's see if you want to do this episode. I have to I went on like 3 or 4 different websites trying to find, because this, first of all, the title, what's more unattractive? Single men with multiple kids or single women with multiple kids? Now, first and foremost, I had to go on like fucking 5 different websites just to get some decent notes, because a lot of these fucking notes were like just random ass like bitter people from across the world that was giving entertainment. You know what I'm saying? So I really wanted to go on the fucking website and really get some shit that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's all statistics and it's all people's opinion. But a lot of this shit, it's gonna hit home. You, I'm praying to God, whatever I say to this, it doesn't trigger this. Okay? Because my bro is like a red-nosed pit. Once he gets lockjaw, you can't hit his nose, because he's gonna bite you for doing that. So I'm about to set it off tonight. So we got to have some fun. I mean, again, man, I'm not giving you flowers, bro, because I know you. Anybody who knows you, bro, you know what I'm saying? You one of the most silent motherfuckers to ever walk this earth, bro. And that's not because I went to high school and with you. That's because I actually grew and talked to you on all levels, bro.
A sucker will tell you, that he know more about me than the average person. And
my God.
But we know what's up. Shout out to all my haters. They know.
Hey, rest in peace,
Okay,
Love.
okay.
Hey,
Oh my
hey, you
OMG.
know.
First of all, let's just say anybody that came from Ike is solid as hell. Anyways, Ike mob, okay?
You can't say that.
It's a couple niggas that act like Rialto High niggas, so I can't.
Ugh, Rialto high. Ew.
Yeah. And I know we off subject, but I just gotta put this out there. Rialto High is the Los Angeles Clippers of the IU. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because when they think of fucking high school in Rialto, they're gonna say
Ike Mob.
They ain't gonna say no fucking Rialto. They damn sure ain't gonna say no Carter.
Mob.
So
Mob.
Yeah.
Mob.
But anyway, back on the subject. You know, this is what we do. We have fun. We talk shit, man. This is what we do. So
wait, before we do that, because I'm not no hater, man. Shout out to Charlie Wack. I mean Charlie Mack. You know, one of the fakest real niggas I know. You know what I'm saying? Big up to you, my guys. Double salute,
Okay,
man.
okay. D-Nut. Lala, get your man.
Go ahead.
Stop. Go ahead. Usually people say cut, but we all just assholes say, bro, hey man. Yeah,
cut, time out. Action. Okay.
Right.
All right, we ready.
So now about the topic, man. So this is something that is often talked about, but not too many people like speaking on this subject because either they're with someone with multiple kids or they just don't believe in dating someone with multiple kids, especially if they're not having a good relationship with their significant other. Mm-hmm. And that's why I wanted to talk about tonight's episode, because you got multiple people that have certain standards when it comes to dating someone who already has kids.
Right.
Now, I will say this, like, again, this is coming from someone who's not a parent, but I have experienced dating someone with kids, and I will tell you this. It's a different ballgame, and you have to be all for it, especially if you like that person. Because if you like that person and really want to get to know that person, the kids are a package.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a package deal.
Right.
So,
absolutely.
But you got to look at certain situations too, though. Now, as far as the men, I'm gonna speak for the men. I'm gonna give my praises to the men real quick. Now, it's not really too many single men out here that are raising their children, because America has painted this stereotype, and it's not just about black men in general, but they painted this stereotype that fathers ain't there for their kids. They run out on their kids. Deadbeats. Right. You know what I'm saying? And when I say deadbeats, you know, that typically goes to the black fathers, you know what I'm saying? Which is, you know, it's just stereotype bullshit, because every person that's in my crew that are fathers, they're there for their kids, even if they're not getting along or even with their significant other, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like a man who is taking care of his kids, regardless if he has multiple kids, a lot of women respect that. A lot of women do like that, because they don't feed in, especially the ones that don't feed into the stereotype about a black man not taking care of his kid. Like, you know, some black women love the fact that they see a single father that's raising their kids. You know what I'm saying? That's there. That's not putting work or any other female over their kids. You know what I'm saying? And so I think when it comes to a man having multiple kids, they don't get too much backlash. I feel the backlash comes in at if they have multiple kids by multiple baby mamas. And that works both ways. Now, the women, on the other hand, I think they got it a little harder, because let's keep the shit 100, man. I'm speaking from my experiences. Not too many men want to be involved with a woman. Let's say like she has 5 kids and she has 3 baby daddies. Right. Now, unless you are ready and have patience, you're not going to deal with that, because you're dealing with, this is what it is. You're dealing with 3 personalities, 3 men. Out of them 3 men, one of the motherfuckers is the overjealous one and still wants to be in that relationship. The other 2 may be cool, or all 3 of them might be cool. But it's like, these are things you have to think about before you start dating a person with multiple kids. And now me, I'm gonna get a personal situation that I went through. There was a female that I was talking to. She was bad. She was cool as fuck, but she had 5 kids. Now she got 7, but she has exactly. She has 4 baby daddies. But see, 2 of them boyfriends, 1 random, and 1 she's with now. But that wasn't always the case. You know what I'm saying? So she's single with 4 of them. Now, as I got to know her, I respect everything about her. She was there for her kids, but I really had to ask myself this question. Like, Vince, do you really want to take on this package? Not only do you have to get to know the kids, and now mind you, all these kids have different daddies. So you're
dealing all 5? All 5 have different?
No, that's what I'm saying. She has 5. She has 7 now, but at the time she had 5 kids and then 4 baby daddies. And I really had to ask myself because I wasn't trying to be judgmental. You know what I'm saying? Like, because she has a good job. She was doing it, taking care of her kids. I had nothing bad to say, but I had to ask myself a question like, is it really about being judgmental, or is it really just being about you don't want to waste nobody's time? You don't want to keep going on, keep having sex with that person, knowing it's not going to go further, and you're taking on a big ass package, bro. Like, I really have to sit back and think about that shit. Damn. Now, and that's another thing you got to take in consideration too. Out of those 4 baby dads, 3 of them niggas were from 3 different hoods.
Oh my Lord.
She has the hood. She has that background. Like she dated hood niggas, and that's all she was after. You know what I'm saying? Majority, they were all Crips. You know what I'm saying? So, it's like, it's no, like I said, this is no slander to hood niggas or any of that shit. But I have to say this shit, man. A lot of hood niggas are still attached. They have their mentality. A lot of hood niggas got the mentality that they're still with their baby mama. Like, nigga, oh, you fucking my baby mama, nigga? What you gonna fuck my baby mama? Like, but y'all been over for some years. But you still feeling some type of way. Now, now when I was in that situation, like I said, I ain't no bitch ass nigga, but I don't want to deal with that shit. Like, damn, nigga, like, different nigga finna come pick up 1 of her kids. Okay, 1 kid this day, but do it, and then and it's another thing that you gotta take in consideration. Now, majority of this is really for an insecure man. Some men might think, okay, she got all these baby daddies. What if she still fucking 1 of them?
Yeah, of course.
What if she? That's gonna come into mind. And then I saw certain signs for 1 of her baby dads, like, yeah, she's still fucking with him. So maybe, you know what? Maybe that's a sign from God that maybe I need to pump my brakes, because you really don't want to put yourself through that. So that's why I say, like, women have it a little harder as far as like having multiple kids, because a lot of dudes are not going to want to give a woman. I'm not going to want to talk to a woman that has multiple kids with multiple baby dads. I'm not saying that there's not, but it's going to be very difficult. Like, it's going to be very difficult. And I think a man that has multiple baby baby mamas, with have different kids with multiple baby mamas, only backlash he's gonna really feel, she's probably gonna think he has a whole background. Like, okay, maybe if I talk to him, maybe if I get with him, what's to say this nigga's not fucking around on me? This nigga got all these baby mamas, different baby mamas, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. So now that was just an opening statement of the narratives of what I've seen on the internet, and by me telling all y'all that, I want to ask y'all individually, like, what are some reasons why y'all feel that? Do you think? Well, first I'm gonna start with you, bro. Do you think it's harder, or is it more like less unattractive, more attractive? Like, is it harder for a man that's single with multiple kids to be in a dating life, or is it harder for a woman? Like, in your honest opinion?
I think it's more unattractive for a woman with multiple kids in the dating world. You know what I mean? Especially if she has multiple baby daddies. You know what I mean? It just it sounds sexist and it's gonna come off very sexist, but when it comes to certain shit like that, what's more acceptable between men and women is very different. You know what I mean?
Right.
We're not talking about a matter of fairness. We're not talking a matter of, you know, one or the other. It's just really how it is. It's how it's looked at. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We come up in a society where niggas are praised for being hoes amongst their peers, and females are looked at as garbage for being hoes. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that everywhere you look. You know.
Yep.
Future is future by large masses is a hoe with a bunch of kids.
Nice.
But then he get praised. Oh, I'm pull a Future on that bitch, or you know, whatever. But then you get a young lady like what's her name, Lori Harvey. And I'm not saying she a hoe. I'm not saying she fucking every nigga she is attached to a dating or whatever. But she's getting around and they bash her.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
And she don't have a trail of babies.
And she don't got a trail of babies. But as a man, you will want, just my opinion, I would want my woman to have made better decisions in life than I have. That way I know as a man, when I fuck up, I got someone more solid than me to fall back on. You know what I'm saying? So if you didn't make all these fucked up decisions in your life, it's like, goddamn, at the end of the day, the responsibility to bring that child into this world, who does it really ultimately fall on? I can be that idiot that meet a girl that got 4 kids, 3 baby daddies, and be like, I don't want to be with her, but I still want to fuck. I fuck around and get her pregnant.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
But it's the woman's choice whether or not she want to allow you to fuck her raw. It's the woman's choice whether or not she want to bring another child into this world that more than likely is going to fall at her feet when it comes to the overall responsibility. The baby going home with you, daddy just coming to visit.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like, that makes me think that your decision making ain't the best. And so, yeah, I'm going to look at you in a harsher opinion than I would a nigga. You know what I'm saying? A male. And that's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. So that's how you would look. Now, how would you look at a man? Now, let's say you know him.
Yeah.
You know, let's say you're cool. You know he a fuck boy. You know he on some fuck shit. Yeah, he there for his kids, but he out here fucking females, having babies by them. And hey, if I have a baby, I have a baby, whatever. How would you look at him?
Come on now. Let's just be real. I got him in my close circle. I got that type in my family and everything. You know what I'm saying? I got people that I call bros that got an abundance of kids, good enough to at least have a fucking starting lineup in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Like over 5, more than 4, 5 baby mamas. Like that's close to me. You know what I'm saying? And you know, when they with their children, they good daddies when they with the children or whatever the case may be. But you know, Ain't no female looking at them like they the motherfucking prize. Not saying that these ain't good niggas or anything else like that, you know what I'm saying? But ain't no female looking like them like this nigga's the prize. Don't get me wrong, the homies got game and they snatch your broad real brief, like, you know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there. It's got I can just imagine that it's very unattractive. Like, oh damn, you got any kids?
Some women do think that's a surprise because they'll have another one.
Yeah, they would.
So,
yeah, they would. They would, you know. I take pride in saying that, you know, only one person didn't bear my children, you know what I mean? And I got 3 kids, so one person that I was married to. So it's a little different. So I think me in a dating world is different, you know. Is oh yeah, I was married at one point in time and we had 3 children together. You know what I'm saying? I don't got a bunch of baby mamas running around, you know what I mean? So it's different. But I still think, you know, is more unattractive when a woman wear that shoe instead of the man.
So Lala, before I leave my mind, what do you think are some reasons why some women think they're a prize?
as far as like when they have a lot of
Yeah, like they know that they have multiple baby mamas. Yeah, no, he ain't none of them. He never had a relationship with either one of them, but he's there taking care of his kids. He's still there for his kids.
I personally wouldn't call that a prize.
So but some not you personally, but do you have an opinion on why you think some women would think that is a prize? Since you said some women think it's a prize.
I can answer that question honestly, because.
Yes, you can, because they be like, that nigga must got some bomb ass dick, girl. That nigga got some bomb dick. He obviously doing something right. All them other bitches wanted that nigga, baby.
I personally wouldn't look at it like that's a prize. You're a liability in my eyes, and I don't want to.
Spicy. Spicy. She said a liability.
Yes.
Spicy.
Kids cost a lot of money, and I'm counting. Like no, especially as a mother like me, like I want my daughter to live a particular lifestyle because of myself. So I'm not attracted to a man that got baby mamas everywhere. To me, that's not attractive to me. So that's why I said I can't answer that for you. Because I stay away from that. Because primarily my father is that type of man. Ooh. And he has children everywhere. And most of them are fucked up.
Damn.
There you go. That's two archery shots.
I'm just keeping it real.
Hey, I was real basic about shit. She just blatantly just throw a nigga under the bus and then your siblings too.
I see what comes from that. Like,
she's an honest asshole.
That's why. See,
right.
This is why I know when I had you come on here. See, just by you even having that insight, even having the witnesses.
Because it causes a lot of dysfunction.
Yeah. Most of our daddies do got multiple kids from multiple women. I know my daddy do. He only claimed 8. I know it's a good 12 of us.
And my dad got a
12, 13. 10, so you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I know it's a good like 12, 13. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting 100. And look, I know that stereotype. I don't fall under it, whatever. But my daddy been driving trucks across country for 40 years. You know,
yeah, he had that. He had that CDL.
If you was a hoe in Cali, I'm pretty sure you was a hoe in everywhere else. But that's neither here nor there. And my daddy ain't no fucking prize to be won.
He had that CDL license, that cheating dick license. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you know what?
Well, you know what?
That was too easy.
I don't like that.
Anyway, well look, your opinion, Juicy, like, do you know, like, your opinion on it? Pretty much the same question I asked her. If you remember, I can repeat it.
Okay. Here's my take on it. Now, remember, ladies, this is just my opinion. I'm very fair when it's on different these topics. If I feel it's a man, it's a man. When I feel it's a woman, I'm gonna tell you. Honestly, it's looked down upon, like y'all mentioned earlier, for women to have multiple kids by different men. I made sure I was not going to be in that category. Not saying that these women are bad, but it just wasn't for me. So I got 2 kids, 1 baby daddy, and I was married. Okay. Actually, I got I don't have a baby daddy. I got a father of my children because he is clearly in the picture and he takes care of his kids. So with that said, I personally, I have friends and I know people up who have like 5+ kids and they got 4 baby daddies. And I'm like, and half the time they don't know, you know, who their baby daddy may be. Or
Yeah.
they want to put the other kids on the good baby dad that's coming to get,
Yeah.
you know, little Richard or whoever his name is. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, well, don't you want to take these other ones? But that's not my kid.
Damn, fucking Richard out of all people.
I don't know. I couldn't think of nothing. I
Damn.
couldn't think of nothing. So I think society does look at women to be less attractive when they have multiple kids. And I kind of agree with it. We do, like Lara said, we got to make better decisions. You whoever you lay down with, it could be a potential father of your children. So you got to make sure you know what you're doing. After the first two, you might want to slow down. You know that you got already 2 baby daddies. Why you gonna keep going? And like Lala said, that for a man, that's a liability for her. On the flip side, for a man looking at it, he may be like, that's liability for me because I don't want to have kids no more either. You know what I'm saying? So, but then I ain't gonna let you men free either, because um when you have a man that you're dealing with, I personally wouldn't date a man that had multiple baby mamas, because I've dealt with one. I've had restraining orders put on me for some bullshit, and all because the heifer didn't like me. And that's one baby mama that equals like 12. I'm not about to deal with a man that has multiple kids by different women, because all that BS follows, and I only feel though these baby mamas are still giving the men grief because they still want him. Are they still trying to fuck? And vice versa with these baby daddies. Like, why are you so involved in their relationship if you don't want her or him? You feel me? If y'all have no ties with the kids, why are you so worried about what they do with they pussy or they dick? Period. Like, stay out of their business. That's not your business no more. Y'all not together. It's no longer your concern. So I just feel like, anybody that gives that negative tension, they're still either interacting with one another, or that baby mama is giving her baby daddy that vibe. Like, yeah, you can still have it. And that causes confusion too. Like, don't be thinking everything's okay. And, I catch you like sending little pictures to your baby daddy. Like, you opening the door for some bullshit. And you got me over here looking stupid. So I don't know. I can't deal with all these kids. And I don't want to, like you said, it's a package deal. So if I'm dealing with a man who got 5 kids, yeah, I don't want 5 more kids. I don't. So that would be a no for me.
I feel you.
Sorry.
I feel you.
Mm-mm.
I just feel like when it comes to the actual process of having a child and making a child, I hate to say it, but the responsibility falls more on the woman. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, it
Because
does.
I could sit here all day, and oh, I want to lay down with you. I want to lay down with you. But a woman makes that choice. Nigga, you need to strap up. I can tell her all day, I want to go on you raw. If she say no, then it's no. But if she allows it,
But hold on, D, hold on. But even if a woman says, okay, no, you ain't gotta strap up. We can't just put this on the woman. No, you ain't gotta
no,
strap up. But it takes a man to say, nah, bump that.
I
I'm
said the
strapping up.
process of having the baby falls on the woman. I can't carry the baby. You know what
No,
I'm
but
saying?
you
So we both making irrational decisions, right? You still got to carry this baby. You still got to bring this baby to life. You know what I'm saying? That responsibility the process starts with you and ends with you as a woman. Because at the end of the day, let's just say I wasn't trying to date you and be with you because you got all these kids, but I did lay down with you, which happens on a larger scale than people really want to
right,
realize. That's how
right.
females end up with a bunch of different baby daddies. You know what I'm
No, that's
saying?
how niggas end up with ugly ass
So
baby mamas.
that too, or fat white bitches, but that's neither here nor there. So, so fat ugly white bitches. I'm sorry, I didn't describe it all the way through. But
I know a couple of those. I know a couple of those.
right. But at the end of the day, you barely know this man. Y'all don't live together. Y'all not together. You got to take this baby home after birth. He doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? So
Oh
that's what
yeah,
I
I
mean
get
by
you.
more of the process of the whole thing falls on the woman. So to be honest, that responsibility is more on the woman. So
Well,
it
just
is an
that.
uglier look on the woman because
Yeah,
she
yeah.
She felt herself in multiple stages of this process. The nigga only had one to lay up with you and skeet at you.
Right.
And niggas make irrational decisions more than women do when it comes to having sex and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Niggas that hit a horse if the ass fat enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you get what I'm saying though. You know what I mean? I'm just keeping it a buck. So yeah, it's more unattractive for
Mm-hmm.
me.
Especially when
you know what I mean?
Is too.
Little mama, you want niggas sliding up in you raw? You like the way sex feel? You know what I'm saying? Go get on birth control. And then every woman, oh, I don't like birth control. There's so many forms of birth control out there. You know what I mean? And we just talking about as far as making a child. We ain't talking about the other shit that comes with it, the STDs
Right.
and all that. That's a given. You know what I'm saying? But
But what's more important to these women and these men that's out here having these kids, multiple kids by different women, these kids grow up and don't know each other. They're not knowing their siblings. So now you can meet your whole brother, don't even know that's your brother, or meet your sister, and y'all become one. And like, ew, could you imagine that?
My stepmom used to tell me that all the time. Be careful who you date, because my father has a lot of kids.
damn.
That's crazy. Like I'd be sick to my stomach.
My daddy ain't. It's the truth.
Damn.
You know, and one thing my stepfather always told me too is like, you know, that baby, you have a baby, you make babies, that baby's gonna be stuck with you. A man can leave whenever he wants to.
Yep.
That baby is gonna be with you. So that always made me leery about having a lot of children, because it's gonna fall on me. And I always had that in the back of my mind.
Absolutely. Even when the father is present, you know, like with myself, it's still all on me. Like, you know, if they get sick, I gotta go pick them up from school. I gotta leave work. You know, I gotta feed them every day. You know what I'm saying? That all falls on me. Yeah, you assist, but you don't have them 24/7. You know what I'm saying?
I'll throw this one out there as well. You got all these baby daddies. Bitch, what's wrong with you? None of them wanted to stick around?
Right. I was waiting for all y'all.
None of them wanted to stick around.
But that goes both ways. That goes both ways with men too. You got all these baby mamas. You couldn't find one you want to stay with.
A lot of them are emotionally unavailable. And they don't.
I hate to sound biased. It's even different though, because once again, a nigga lay down with a bitch, I mean, you want to be with her.
Oh God.
I mean, you got a point. You right. Okay, I'm gonna give you that one. I'm gonna give you that one.
But not one other. Bitch, you got four. You done struck out four
times. Mm-hmm.
And not one of them niggas said, let me stick it out and try to make something with you. Not one.
That's what I'm saying.
Jesus. That tells me off the rip. Bitch, something wrong with you.
Yeah.
So that talks about more about her character than anything else.
And I hate using the word real because some little buster been throwing it around out there, but I hate the fact that any real nigga don't want no woman that another nigga don't want. I'm just keeping it 100. We competitive like that. It's in our nature. You know what I'm saying? And we like to mark our territory and shit like that, right? You mark your territory from a woman on a woman because you don't want other men to try to invade that territory, but you want them wanted too. You know what I mean? Bitch, don't nigga want you? What the fuck I want you for? Don't nobody else see value in you anywhere? I refuse to be the fool. The only nigga. Like, get the fuck out of here.
That's why I say
get the fuck out of here.
That's why I say they got worse, because I ain't even gotta think about stuff like that, man. It's not a man being insecure or anything. Like, you just gotta face harsh reality. That's just what it is. That's what you're gonna go through. And as men, we are very fucking emotional. So all them shits tied up, then comes the anger, all that shit. Boom, but you stuck with her for life because I have a baby.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I have a question. Can we go back to what you kind of said in the beginning about the woman you were dating with a lot of children? If you're single, why would you even want to take on that responsibility? You know?
Well, see, I gotta speak for me personally. It wasn't just like the sex or anything, because I obviously got it or not. But I guess like when you connect with somebody on a whole nother level, you at least want to give yourself the credit for trying, wanting to at least trying, wanting to put in the effort. Like, look, it might go somewhere, it might not. You know what I'm saying? But and like I said, some people don't think like that. Some motherfuckers just go head on it because they get pussy all the time, not thinking about the responsibilities of the shit, or not even thinking about the reality of it. Like, look, bro, you fucking all you want. That's cool until you have your own buyer. That's maybe baby number 5, on top of the 4 help raising.
We was talking about this at Auntie House. You might like or love a motherfucker, but you're not like or love what comes with that motherfucker. So you might entertain it. You might, once again, you like it, you know, whatever the case may be. But ultimately, you just don't like what comes with that situation. So that's why you step away from it. You know?
Facts. I hate to say it, man. That'd be half the reason why niggas is out here hitting and running.
Cause you could be a cool ass female. Don't get me wrong. I know somebody, you know what I'm saying, through social media. Very, very, very cool, humble, hardworking chick, you know what I'm saying? But I think she just had baby number 7 or 8, and it's about like 5, 6 different niggas. You cool ass female, don't get me wrong. But I would never want to deal with that situation, you know what I'm saying? That's out.
So do they just give up? Do they just stop dating? Like,
No, because it's someone for everyone. It's somebody out there that would deal with him or her, you know, with multiple kids like that.
It's suckers everywhere, especially nigga suckers.
I mean, I didn't say nothing about no suckers, but you know, hey, if that's what you want to call them, I don't know.
It's a preference issue. So going in, that wouldn't be my preference, and that wouldn't be something that I would want personally. But to each his own. So
right.
You know,
I hate to say it, but most of the time where niggas choose to deal with a situation like that, it's probably because she's desperate for companionship, knowing that she has these fucking attachments, and he's the insecure nigga that's gonna fucking accept the attention which she gives him because she's gonna over exaggerate her feelings for that nigga and how she wanna get down with him because she needs that companionship security, and he's an insecure sucker. So it works hand in hand.
Not Dina calling the kids attachments.
Just like you know when black men run to fat ugly white bitches. It's usually because of an insecurity. You know what I'm saying?
I want to say,
and they give him everything that he's looking for.
Usually that's
they stroke the ego he doesn't have.
For a man
like
to enter a
you know
situation like that, usually there's a whole lot of assistance. He knows you don't have to do much.
Right.
You know, there's affordable housing, got food stamps. Like, he don't have to do shit but bring dick and a headache.
I feel you on that.
Dick and a headache.
I feel you. You ain't never lied. Oh, God. Because if she get 1,200 in food stamps, Dina might be over there.
Nigga, that is fucking hilarious. That is fucking hilarious.
And I'll be like, is she selling any? Shit.
Oh,
but it's
if she get that cash,
he has to do the bare minimum.
I would come late. You get that good cachet, I might late. I might stay. You know what I'm saying? Shit. You feel me?
I'll turn nothing free now.
See?
Oh, moving right along. Okay. Moving right along. So, all right, y'all are assholes. Hey. Oh my gosh. Hey, this is what we do. Oh, hi, Juicy. Oh my gosh, man.
Oh man.
So, y'all know me. When I get in my zone, I start taking some notes. So, how we gonna finish off? Like, I want to say next 30. Let's do this. Let's see if we do some agree to disagree. Some statistics I took online. Now, I want to see if y'all agree with this, and if y'all don't agree, why y'all don't agree. So this should be pretty fun. Okay, it's called. Now this is from the internet. Okay, reasons why you shouldn't date a man with children. And I want to ask y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all what they said. I want to see, know if y'all agree with the shit. It's kind of funny to me. Okay, one of them, the first one, his ex might be difficult from time to time, whether he likes it or not. A man is going to be linked to the mother of his children for life. If things aren't good between him and her, you might end up getting pulled into all kinds of drama and conflict. It's hard to keep things casual. A guy with kids will likely be looking for a long-term partner, but at the same time, he's a single father, and that's what they said. So I want to know, do y'all agree with that? Like, will his ex be difficult to deal with time to time?
Yeah.
I agree.
Because I ain't gonna lie, my ex-husband is difficult right now for us. Well, he's not right now ever since you shut that shit down, but because he's not over me yet. So it's been a long time, but now he's finally getting it. You know, so that does happen.
That is hilarious.
And
oh my god!
I felt the way like I don't want to bring my drama to you, but he was like, I don't give a fuck about none of that. So, you know, I appreciate that out of you. But he's like I said, he's not a problem right now because he not shut that shit all the way down. He shut him down and his bitch down. So we ain't had no
watch out! Oh, if I had a black daughter make sound effects going over up and over.
Yikes.
That is hilarious.
Also, another thing for me too is like, I'm not trying to, you know, deal with a man that doesn't have children because I have a child. So why would I want to deal with somebody that doesn't? Like, I want somebody to have children, but I also don't want them to have a whole bunch of baby mamas everywhere. I don't like that. That's not.
You dealt with baby mama drama too from someone you was dealing with.
That was one woman.
Right.
You know, it wasn't a whole bunch of women. Yeah. So yeah, I've been there before.
Right.
It didn't bother me like that. It occurs, but
right.
You know, it doesn't bother me. You got to be a different type of person not to let it get to you, because it can get to some people, but it never really got to me like that.
You agree with that, Kelsey?
I definitely agree because I lived it, and what happens is, you know, these baby daddies, they be worried about child support being put on them. So they will tippy-toe around these women, you know, just to keep from them going to put the government in their business. And I can't deal with that tippy-toe stuff. Like, you need to set boundaries with your baby mama. Why is she calling you at midnight trying to tell you, oh, let me tell you what your son did earlier today? What? Bitch, like, no, why are you calling this time of night? So when that's the issue for me. Like, why? What are you doing? You know, or she feel like it's still a we. It's not a we. It's your child. It's just him. It's not a we. There's no longer a we. Well, can you come get us? I got my car stranded. What you mean we? You see what I'm saying? It was so much drama because she felt entitled because she's the baby mama. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. You need to put some boundaries down or it's going to be an issue. And that was one of our biggest problems, other than some other bullshit. But there was no boundary set. And I had to make the boundaries tell him, if you don't stick with it, then we're going to have issues. But just like, oh, can you not go on vacation this weekend because I really need you around to assist me with our son? Or here was a big one, y'all. I need you to spend the night Christmas Eve because he's used to you being there Christmas morning. Nigga, you better get your ass up at 6 o'clock in the morning and head over to your son. But this been a night? What? Yeah, no, it's too much. I can't. So yes, I agree.
I'm also a firm believer at a certain age there should be minimal contact. Like, my daughter is 10. I don't need to talk to you. She has a phone. Call her.
She has
we don't really have shit to talk about. You know, we don't need to be on the phone chit chatting or none of that.
Nope.
Call her when you want to see her. I'll arrange for the drop off pickup times, but we don't need to discuss anything like that.
Exactly.
That's just how I feel, honestly, because that when you start, the more you start talking, those boundaries, like you said, they don't start to respect boundaries. So I'm just for people that minimal contact for me. That's what works.
They feel entitled.
Yeah.
See where I was going? That was nice. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. You know, hit y'all with another one. Again, reasons why not to date a man who has multiple children. Statistics from the internet. His kids may not be nice to you. If things go well, he might end up inviting you to spend time around his children, depending on the personalities and ages. They may act out, be rude to you, or make things difficult for you and him. If you're not ready to potentially put up with some annoying behavior from his children, it could be a serious problem in the relationship. So,
Mm.
That's gonna be ladies.
Okay.
That's gonna be ladies.
I agree with that. I think you have to have thick skin. You know, it's like you're dealing with children. Like, you know, I've had a personal relationship with my stepmom. I had a different relationship with my stepdad. I couldn't stand him. So, you know, dealing with kids, some may like you, some might not. But it's a work in progress. I feel like everything will fall in line at one point. It just takes time.
True. Well, you know, I'm on the fence with this one because no matter what, my kids better respect whoever I bring to the table and then tell me about it afterwards, what dislikes they do or do not have to that individual. But first and foremost, you're gonna respect us as adults. So that's what we're gonna go with. And I can't deal with anybody who can't control their kids. And I mean controlling by like, you know, they don't have no kind of discipline. Like I'd be damned if I'm sitting up there and these kids get all rowdy and call me all kind of names. You know, because kids is crucial. They be like, look here, you fat bitch, I don't like you. Well, you know, I'd be like, well, damn, I gotta be all that, you know. So they gonna speak their mind. They're very opinionated. So I feel like all that falls on the parents though to make sure that their kids got some kind of respect.
Right. Right.
Why?
Right.
Why?
I'm sorry. I'm just saying.
Why?
Because kids are. My daughter's crazy. She be saying some stuff, but
Kylie, my little best friend. Don't do that.
Kylie. I think Kylie likes you more than she likes me, and that's a problem.
Hey, don't you hate that, Nana? When they end up liking the people you with more than you be like, wait a minute.
Because
like I birthed you.
But in my defense, I'm the baby whisperer. All kids love me. All kids.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? All the babies love me.
Hey, it kind of comes with the territory.
Next question.
Yeah.
You said what?
Baby whisperer, my ass.
Oh,
I really am. I'm talking about from fresh out the JJ or the stomach, depending on, you know. But I'm really the baby whisperer.
The babies love him. Kids all day.
Okay.
All of them.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you what, my daughter don't really like nobody, but Kylie, man, Kylie goes hard for him.
And that's good. That makes y'all.
Like, she opened up very fast.
That's my little gangster right there. Don't be jelly. I got enough jelly niggas in my life. I don't need my woman jelly. You know
what I'm Lord.
I do. I got niggas jelly of my relationship with my bro. I can't have them jelly.
Oh my God.
They can't be jelly of me in your relationship. And someone now.
So moving on.
Yes, because Lala, respectfully, I'm gonna come to this phone and snatch Dina's tongue out his mouth. Okay.
Oh my God.
Get him. He needs to be stopped.
So, all right. Last question for the men, because I got some for women too. But his kids will come first. Children will be his number one priority. This is a good thing. You probably wouldn't want to date a guy who is neglecting his children for his new girlfriend, but it does mean that you won't be his most important thing in his life.
Wait, what?
You agree with that?
Oh, one more time. Wait.
Basically, it says that his kids are gonna come first, and you got to accept that, you know, they are gonna be his main priority, and that can cause a problem, even though it's a good thing because women don't want a sorry ass nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so then she ain't the one for you, bruh. She's not the one for you, because if that woman's upset because your kids are the priority as they should be, and that causes conflict in your relationship, move on. And vice versa. If the man feels that way too, move on. Y'all, no. Sorry.
Oh, you said go vice versa too? So you telling me you gonna put them little rugrats before me?
Absolutely. What the hell?
You got me
my
fucked
baby.
up. No, I'm just
you know what? Get your man. But
Logic was
just how he acted, is niggas out there like that though.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Oh God.
Insecure niggas.
There's females too.
Insecure
Yeah, that's
niggas.
what I'm saying. That they're not for you because there's no woman or no man should be jealous of no kids
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that.
I agree 100%.
at all.
I feel that.
I'm loving this. Yeah, this is lovely.
I've had issues in my past dating life where it became an issue because I refused to introduce females to my children, and it was like, well, why? Because nigga, I'm the protector of them. They come first. I'm not gonna just have anybody around my kids for multiple reasons. The one that you mentioned, you know, kids can be fucking disrespectful. Not mine, but my kids are very similar to me. They don't have a filter. Like they might rub a bitch the wrong way, you know what I'm saying? But I'm an energy person. I wouldn't have my kids around somebody, whatever, like, Daddy, who is bitch? You know what I mean? But you know, I just for the first time, you know, introduced one of my children, you know what I mean, to Lala. And that was dope. It was great, you know what I mean? But yeah, children gotta come first, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
I ain't gonna hold you. Definitely.
Yes. I love it. All right, so last question for the women. Children may interrupt your time together. There are going to be times when his kids get in the way of fun time the two of you are having, depending on the age of his children and how often his ex has the children. This can range from slightly annoying to deal breaker. Levels of frustrating. If it really annoys you when someone interrupts your time with your boyfriend, a guy with kids can make things hard for you.
I don't agree with that.
Who the hell wrote these questions?
People on the internet.
You gotta have balance, you know?
Yeah, because and you gotta think about it too. On Tasha, it's a lot of relationships out here that have broken up over kids that are not theirs. I've seen it. It's on both sides. The shit is selfish, but there's a reason why this shit is happening. And from listening to all y'all, like seriously, I'm about to have a whole lot of notes. About kids.
That's just like weird energy for me. That's weird vibes. Like we going back to, again, if a kid's causing you to not want to be in a relationship because he or she is doing what they're supposed to do as a parent, that's your problem. There's something wrong with you as an individual who's angry about that. You know, because you're worried about having fun. Like it's like being in a marriage or in a relationship and the parents are in the same house. You have to create time to, have those fun times. And sometimes that shit goes sideways. Like, oh damn, my kid got sick. Now we can't go no more. Okay, well we'll just do it next time. Like it's not that serious.
Come in.
In this situation, specifically this one, I disagree with both of y'all.
Explain.
Let me tell you why. Because a real man, a real nigga, he gonna make time for what he want to make time for. Period. And if we talking about you dating somebody who's in a co-parent situation, that means that your child is away from you for X amount of days, X amount of time, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? So you schedule around your lady time around the time that the child ain't there. If it's some one-on-one shit that your woman is craving from you.
Well, that's why in the beginning I said it's a balance.
You know what I mean? It has to be like that. That don't fall on the woman. That fall on the man. Because the moment she comes to you and say, hey, I'm in need of this, that, or the third, time, vacation, whatever, you work that out. That's now she done handed you the ball. You need to go score that touchdown. And if you come up short and she say, damn, I can't deal with that, that's on you, not her, bro. That's just my opinion. Because if you value her, you go figure it the fuck out. In a co-parent situation. Now, if you a single parent and not a single father, because there's a difference.
Yep.
If you're a single parent and you got your child under your roof 24/7, then I can see how that may create difficulty. But even then, nigga, babysitting something, nigga. If you value this woman, you gonna figure something out to work around that situation. It does not fall on her. Women are needy people.
True.
They need attention, they need affection, they need this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? And if you value her and want to be with her, you go figure it out. That fall on these niggas, not women. Next question.
No, wait, I agree with you though, Dina. But here's the question at hand was when it involves messing up the time you were spending, like your fun time. Something comes about and abruptly stops that fun time. So, and that's what it's saying. That was the question about saying that, how do you go about that? But like you said, the real man makes time, da da da. But if I'm dating somebody and our fun time comes to the end because his child gets sick, he's like, oh, we'll figure it out. The real woman in me is gonna be like, no, let's go check on this child. Are you gonna check on the child and get back to me?
Yeah, definitely. You go figure it
So,
out, or if I can't figure it out, we go figure it out. Because if she values you, then she'll.
and that goes back
you
to
to
Lala
figure it
saying
out
it's
as
a
well.
balance.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely.
You make time for
Definitely.
Right.
Make time.
I try to make time. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do a lot of shit in my life. And my job requires me to be gone, so making time is a priority, and I don't have time in the world to make, but I'm gonna fucking make it. We gonna figure something the fuck out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Period. You bet not ever in your life you telling people that I don't make time for you, woman.
I make time for you.
Because I will beat you.
I made time for you earlier.
So that's
You
what
so
Ew.
did.
Okay.
Oh, my mama. Hey, when your woman walk in the door, she like, it's Mr. Nasty time.
That was the perfect way to end it. I love
That
it.
is fun time.
I love it.
That is fun time.
Hey.
You know what I mean?
I love y'all, man. I swear I do, man.
Something is wrong with him.
Juicy, did you have fun tonight?
I cannot. Something's wrong with this man. Yes.
Listen. Juicy. You know what, man? I be loving your responses to shit. You know what I mean? Because I know you ignorant, but you smart as shit. You know what I mean? You smart. Don't do that. Because look, there's a difference between we all got alter egos.
Right.
Juicy is ignorant.
Yeah, right. Natasha Matthews, the real estate.
Damn,
boss.
the whole name. Just put my whole name out there.
We're gonna edit that. Don't trip. We're gonna edit that.
Anyway, did you have fun?
I did. This was, I wish I could have been there if it wasn't such a last minute because you're making me the last minute person, but it's okay. But yeah, the vibe.
Don't trip. We got a strong hater on the crew that's probably gonna just find a way to blame me or Mike.
Crew anymore.
Well, he was never in the crew, but he's one of our admirers. He'll find a way to blame me and Mike. So you
Dina,
good. Don't trip.
Dina, are we going?
Y'all are crazy.
But the vibe, just so everybody watching or listening to us, the vibe when we're all together is different versus having to be via the phone and shit like that or internet. Because I miss that I'm not there with y'all because it's a different feeling.
There's many more. Don't even trip.
We're a real conglomerate. We're a real family. We do meetups and hang out and have drinks.
We're about to get look.
The people who don't be invited are outsiders looking in. And that's where a lot of the jealousy and hatred and shit come from. You know what I'm saying?
Look, man, we got the honest asshole brunch coming. Yeah. I got mad shit I'm working on. I don't even know what's going on.
You sending out the invitations? Because look, when you send out the invites, I'm purposely going to send out the non-invites.
No.
Because we know what the fuck ain't going to be.
Exactly. That shit going to be like an informal. Only trust me. Hey, y'all gonna play it. I'm the honest asshole brunch is gonna go down. It's gonna be the day
I'm ready.
Birthday.
We're gonna start it. We're gonna start it on my birthday when we do the cigar lounge, man, and we're gonna get together. So that's gonna be the pregame. That's gonna be the pregame. We're gonna pregame, and all the honest assholes Your real friends.
Yes. Hey,
real friends will all be there.
We got everything.
What's all that? You said ladies.
Now the ladies are invited too, because I just I appreciate all the love from the conglomerate, the family, and I don't have to bring any eczema cream because no one there's behalf.
Anyway, live streaming tomorrow.
You know what I mean?
Wednesday, 5 p.m.
You know what I mean?
Episode 7 of season 4.
You know what I'm saying?
Thanks for coming out, boo.
Shout out to all of the fake ass bloods out there. You know what I'm saying?
Love y'all.
All the Ontario gangsters.
Baby.
All right, hit that, Vinzy. Hit it. Hurry up. Gina ass.
Oh my God.